Hey my fellow chef knives enthusiasts. Today I'm going to show you my Yu Kurosaki Juhyo Chuka Bocho 180mm super blue carbon with stainless steel cladding. The first time I saw a Chinese cleaver or Chuka Bocho, I was like, what the? That looks so badass! But why would I need such a massive blade in my kitchen? Then I watched lots of videos with Chinese chefs doing basically everything with one of these knives. I was like, wow, I didn't know you could do that with that. Chinese chefs give zero fucks that it doesn't look like a versatile shape of knife and use this large square-tipped knife for all of their kitchen tasks. These hefty blades are the equivalent of a gyuto. I've heard that many chefs even sharpen different parts of their Chuka Bocho for different purposes, allowing them to do everything with one large blade. Now that's some MacGyver shit right there. While it might look like a butcher's cleaver to the untrained eye, it definitely is not meant for cleaving meat with bones or frozen stuff or anything hard. It's flexible and able to handle delicate peeling, chopping and slicing duties, which are beyond the realm of a butcher's cleaver's abilities. Boy, oh boy, lordy lord. One of my favorite master blacksmiths is at it again. What a knife. Nice. Let me talk about this custom handle real quick. It was made by Josh from the UK. His name on Instagram is Let's Handle This. The handle is made from quilted maple wood, which was dyed black, and it has a brass ferrule. I personally like the contrast of this shiny brass with the Kurouchi finish of the blade and the dark quilted maple wood. It is nice and long, but very lightweight. I love how front heavy this knife is. This is my kind of balance point. I already made and posted a video for my channel from the day I got this custom handle fitted on the blade, and another short video of me oiling this handle. So if you are interested in seeing that, make sure to look at those videos as well. Now let's move onwards to the blade. My other 4 Yu Kurosaki knives are made of stainless steel, so I'm very happy to finally have a Kurosaki knife made out of Aogami Super, which is probably my favorite steel of them all. It's not difficult to sharpen, takes a great edge, far more than decent edge retention, and it develops a nice patina. And not only do I get a knife made of Aogami Super steel, I also get a blade with Kurouchi finish and a Tsuchime pattern. If Kurosaki would have added Damascus cladding to this knife, it would be like grandma hitting the jackpot on a cruise ship. By no means I'm trying to convince you to go on a cruise ship. Don't become one of those people that goes on cruise ships. Probably in 10 years I'll be posting pictures of me on a cruise ship. My point is, the Kurouchi finish in combination with the Juhyo Tsuchime hammer pattern is truly stunning. I also have this on some of my Unryu knives and a Moritaka Honesuke, so I just love the combination of a Kurouchi and a Tsuchime finish. It has this rugged elegance, like if Mickey Rourke and Bella Hadid would have a baby. The Kurouchi finish on this knife wasn't completely matte or dry looking out of the box like on most Kurouchi knives. This Kurouchi finish had a shine to it, perhaps even glossy. I have used the knife quite a bit, so it did lose most of the glossy Kurouchi finish, but here and there you can still see the difference between the matte parts and the kind of shiny glossy parts. I really like how Yu Kurosaki used natural phenomena and cultural aspects of Japan as inspiration for his unique Tsuchime patterns. And he always translates them in a visually appealing way. The Juhyo Tsuchime pattern was inspired by soft rime ice. No, not this kind of soft ice. This pretty looking white ice deposition forms when the water droplets in light freezing fog or mist freezes to the outer surface of objects with calm or light wind. Soft rime ice is similar in appearance to hoarfrost. H-O-A-R. Hoar. Not whore, but hoarfrost. A heavy coating of hoarfrost, called white frost, is very similar in appearance to soft rime, but the formation process is different. Just Google it. Back to the knife. Being a bit small for a Chuka Bocho and a bit tall for an akiri, it is, in my humble opinion, a great compromise between an akiri and a true Chuka Bocho. If you are a nakiri lover like me, it's just really nice to have a tall nakiri in the rotation. I just love the shape. The knife is ground super thin behind the edge with beautiful tapering and a very subtle hollow ground edge. Equals superb cutting smoothness. At only 180mm in length, it actually feels pretty nimble for its weight, and most of the time it just glides through vegetables, fruit, fish and meat as if there was no friction. The blade profile is mostly straight, which makes it excellent for chopping, but it also has just enough of a belly curve to be useful for pushing or rocking strokes as well. It has enough height that you can use it to scoop up large amounts of product like a spatula or bench scraper. It has enough mass that the spine can be used to pound and tenderize meat. And the flat of the blade has enough surface area to flatten and crush ingredients like garlic, ginger, maybe nuts. So what do I think of this Yu Kurosaki Chuka Bocho? I said it before and I'll say it again, and I probably will keep saying it forever. When it comes to Yu Kurosaki knives, I usually came for the looks, but I stayed for the performance. Preparing my eggplants for my nasu dengaku is not a problem with this Chuka Bocho. Normally I would use a petty knife or a bunka or a gyuto because it has more of a K-tip, but even with this quite large square tip blade I was able to make the incisions and get through the eggplant real nicely. A red chili pepper usually is a good test for me. You need a little bit of toothiness to get through the skin of the chili pepper, and yeah, this knife really performed great on that as well. Here at the back it has a little bit more flat spots, but it then gently curves, so yeah, it definitely invites you to cut with a push cut technique, or like a push cut with a slight rock at the end. After owning this knife and using this knife, I start to grasp the idea and understand why Chinese chefs can literally do almost any tasks in the kitchen with this one single knife. It took me a little time to get used to the weight and to the slightly bigger size of the knife compared to an akiri. I definitely feel like I'm getting to know this knife a little bit better now. I'm pretty sure I'm not skilled enough yet with this knife to enjoy its full potential. But I can imagine that if I'm able to learn how to wield this knife properly, I could get the same functionality as a normal Chinese cleaver without it feeling too large though. At the end of the day, I think this ought to be the most sought after cleaver or tall nakari from Yu Kurosaki-san. I for one feel very grateful and happy and humbled to own one of these, and I wish you much luck finding one in stock nowadays. As far as I know, they are all sold out right now, and I don't know if Yu Kurosaki is going to make more of these. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. All I know is that I don't see a Yu Kurosaki Chuka Bocho very often. So yeah, again, happy to meet you. Very nice knife. I like. That sounds so good. Love the sound of that steel. That's all, folks. Thanks for watching.